Hello, the people. I'm here. It's me. I'm looking down because that's where the laptop is, but you're there. Hello, the people. But if I'm looking at you, I can't see what you're saying. So sorry. This is me ignoring you. Completely. Completely and utterly ignoring you. Goodbye, crossword puzzle. I hope y'all put in every word that you could. Thank you, Ronald, for noticing. Thank you for noticing, Ronald. You want to see the back? It looks really dark on camera because I'm using my shitty, like, USB camera. I can swear, I'm an adult. My mother is talking in the green room. You can't hear her, but I'll respond anyway. You're gonna hear a one-sided conversation. Thank you. Yeah, I got some splat hair dye, and my friend Sumaya came over and we bleached it, and then I was like, girl, do whatever, put the colors everywhere, because I'm just going for Galaxy. So it's like, it's more pink here, it's like a brighter pink here, and then blue, and then I've got like purple, there's some purple over here, and it's kind of like splatted all over.
And your job allows that.
They do, in fact. Also, Wayne let me dye some of his hair, so now he has a blue stripe in the front of his hair to match my hair, and we are so cute. We're basically the most adorable couple in the world. Yeah. It's 2026, mother. Colored hair doesn't stop you from doing your job.
And?
Colored hair doesn't stop you from doing your job. Also, half of my coworkers come in with crop tops showing their belly buttons.
I can't get over on TikTok seeing teachers with full sleeves.
Because tattoos don't stop you from doing your job.
I feel like when I was in school, they would have had to wear long sleeve t-shirts.
They would have.
Year round.
Like going to Japan, making sure they know you're not part of the Yakuza.
They would have had shirts up to here to cover all that.
The thing is, if the tattoo isn't offensive, then it's just art on your body and it's fine. It's take the art and I put it on my body.
I also can't get over teachers who say they have soundtracks that they play in their classrooms. What are you talking about? Did we not talk about this before?
Soundtracks?
Was this not one of my shower thoughts before?
It may have been, and I just forgot because it's such an odd idea. Like they have a specific like playlist that they play when their kids are coming into the class.
We'll get into it in a minute. We need to start doing what we're doing.
Oh, I should change the music. Let me get my mouse that I brought over here for a reason. No, you're the only one that hates. Okay, wait. Let's sound off in the chat. We've got basically everybody who's ever watched us. If you want me to stop with the music forever and for always, sound off now.
They're busy making oatmeal and stuff, but they don't have time to go to the keyboard, but they really don't want the music.
I want to hear a yes music or a no music. Ronald says, when I was a teacher, another that forgetting that people are teachers. Sorry, what you guys didn't hear is we were talking about Rosanna Pansino, not in a bad way, but like mentioned Rosanna Pansino in the green room, and we were talking about it's crazy that they've been doing all these things. Rosanna was a teacher too. I think you scrolling back up. When I was a teacher, I had a soundtrack of music that I played during downtime. Ooh, cute. Ronald says, I think you should do whatever makes the two of you happy. It sounds like it bothers Dani a lot. So it does bother her a lot, but actually it also brings me a lot of joy. So we're at an impasse.
It doesn't bother me it doesn't bother me as lot. It doesn't bother me as much as it probably sounds to someone like Ronald who doesn't know me in real life.
Yeah, she's over here kikiing.
I'm making jokes about the music, but
if it really bothers
it bothers me about that much. When it's seriously on the real tip, if it's a little too loud, then I get distracted by the music.
Yeah, that's why I turn it all the way down. I just want to hear like a little bit of something in the background, because otherwise I can hear everything that's going on in my house and my. And
it's just, and for some reason it's just a weird thing about like where the music is located, because the music is coming out of the same speaker that her voice is coming out of. My brain doesn't want to process that right, and so the music needs to be lower. But if there was music, if I had music coming out of my Google speaker, and we were just talking, I'd be fine.
But I wouldn't, because it'd be coming out of your Google speaker and sounding so garbled.
It would not. My Google speaker sounds good.
No, it would sound good to you. It would sound garbled to us because it's coming from a speaker through another microphone.
Oh, well, yeah, too. True. Okay, count us off so we can get this show started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of the Conversation Chair. I am one of your presenters, Dani, the lethargic, gonna take a nap as soon as we're done with this last. And with me is my co-presenter, my partner in crime, and my wee bairn,
Artemis. Actually, I slept pretty okay last night. That's who I am today. Artemis, I slept okay last night. I'm doing all right, actually. Yes, Faye, at the end of all of that. It's real hard to search me up on the internet, because that's my whole name. You gotta type in the whole thing every time.
If you have never been here with us before, all we do is just chat. This is an excuse for mother and daughter to talk to each other once a week. We are here to be your audio ambiance. We are here to be your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are washing the dishes, while you are brewing up a pot of your own pho broth, while you are wondering why the Walmart shopper brought you the tiniest bananas. Or
was it a man? Maybe he thought they were adequate bananas. Sorry, continue.
If you are a teacher who is house sitting to be able to pay your bills, and you are house sitting in the most haunted house, and you decide to go exploring this house, and you find a coffin in the basement, and of course you have to read the Latin on the top, and out comes a naked man who has been there for 400 years, then we're here to help you calm down as you stick those sticky notes on your refrigerator that say, I am enough.
Scandalous.
That last bit is not my real life, because I do not have
You are not stupid enough to read random Latin out loud off of a coffin in a haunted house.
That too. It is from one of my new favorites, Roxy Ray.
Ooh, I like that cover art though.
Cursed with Benefits. I like this cover art too, because it is a lot of people don't like cartoon art, but this art does fit the mood of the book. but
Mm-hmm.
also she is shorter than him without looking like a baby.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do this art and the woman being shorter looks like a baby. She looks like an adult woman, just a short adult woman to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't finished this though because it's starting to get this danger afoot and I don't like danger. So
Danger.
I'm
There's
I'm about I'm
conflict.
about 50-60% through, I think, and I think I've how far have I gotten in this book? I don't know.
Well,
I
while
think I'm
you
about 50% through, and put it aside for a minute because it's like uh, there's gonna be danger and kidnapping and stuff, and I don't want no, but
mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna go back because I can't find anything else to read. So, and a couple books that I'm waiting for aren't coming out until April and May. So,
I still need to finish my books so I can get to my. I have locked myself in book jail of my own accord because I have my one book that I was supposed to finish reading so I could give to you that I still haven't finished reading. But I have all of these other books that I really want to read right now. But I keep telling myself I can't read those books until I finish that other book. But I don't really feel like reading that book right now, so I've locked myself in book jail and haven't read anything.
well, just go read your other books.
But I want to finish it.
You'll get back to that book.
I will.
I have found that because I have been in that book jail before too, where I was reading a book, so I don't feel like I should start another book, but I don't particularly feel inspired to pick up the book I'm in the middle of, and it's not that it's a bad book. Like I said, the book that I was just showing you, Roxy Ray. I've read several of her books so far that I really like, and she's her first book that I read was, I think it was called The Alpha and the Baker,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like this woman who um I'm getting sidetracked. Never mind. I'll tell you about her books later. We can talk about her books and media consumption. But
Full sidetrack.
I've been in that book jail where I feel like I should pick up the book, and it's not a bad book, but for some reason
It's
I
just
just
not
am
what you're
not
into right now.
I'm not in the mood to finish picking up that book. I
Yep.
may never be in the mood to finish picking up that book. I was just reading a book called I think it was The Elements of Things or The Elements of Home or something. And it was like telling you the history of like basic things in your house, like how tables came to be and how chairs came to be and
That sounds
how
kind of interesting.
forks came to be. And I like nonfiction, but I just was not feeling this book.
Yeah.
And it's the type of book that I feel like if I had the physical book, I would have enjoyed it more. There are some books where I feel like I would just prefer to flip through the physical
Mm-hmm.
book. I feel like that about cookbooks.
I am the opposite way for all of my books. I'll have a physical book and I'll be enjoying reading it, and then I'm like, I don't feel like using my eyeballs to consume media right now, but I want to
Oh,
know
that's right,
what's going
because
on
you're
in
an
this book. I
audiobook
need an
girl.
audio. Yes.
Yeah, I don't
I
do
used to be
audiobook.
a physical book girl until I started doing too many things in my life, and now I'm just like, I want this book, but like somebody else put it in my brain. Oh, also, I am on the floor today of
Oh,
my
Ronald
bedroom.
is saying definitely do not read The Marvelous Light because it's
Oop.
chock full of danger. I stopped before they ever got to the danger in that book, Ronald. I just,
Danger.
again, it's well written, but I just was not feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
I was not feeling it. Because the whole beginning of the book, without, I don't think this is a spoiler or giving anything away, but the whole beginning of the book is, or at least I got like the very, very beginning of the book. And it's pretty much there's magic in the world, but not everybody knows there's magic. It's that kind of world, which already it's slightly annoying to me because I like to read the
Mm-hmm.
books where the magic and the monsters and everything
Is like
are
out in the
out up
open.
front. You know, there's a vampire working at Starbucks and there's a werewolf who does your taxes. That's the kind of books that I like to read.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this is like there's magic, but it's like a secret underground. But not only that, but there are people you could be born in a family and not have your full magic, or you could be born into a family and only have the wrong kind of magic, not the
Mm.
magic that makes you cool, and so everybody shuns you or makes fun of you or sneers at you. And I read that and I was like, you know what? No,
I don't
I'm
need
not
to be
feeling
stressed
that.
for these fake people right now.
I mean, I'm not stressed. It's just like I read for fun and to escape the things that are in the real world. So I don't want to necessarily want to read about people being
Sure.
prejudiced against and stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about the murder in the opening scene, Ronald. I remember that now. That honestly, that didn't really bother me because I kind of felt like that when I picked up the book. I kind of felt like, yeah, this is the kind of book this is going to be. So the murder in the opening scene didn't really bother me, honestly.
It's like when you're watching Criminal Minds and they start with those two people at the beginning and you
Uh
know they're
huh.
not like you don't even get yourself attached to
You,
them because you're like you are
you
not making it past this scene.
yeah, either one of them's going to get murdered, or depend. Like if you're watching a procedural like NCIS or something, then one of them's going to find a body.
Hmm.
It's they're either going to get murdered, they're going to find a body. One of the two. You know, the couple that's making out in the back seat, that makeup session is getting cut short because they're gonna
One of
find a
y'all ain't gonna
body.
make it. One of
They're
y'all,
gonna
both of
find a
y'all.
body.
Yeah.
But so, anything fun in life for you?
Well, first of all, I am on the floor today because one right now I am sewing some more of Wayne's pants that he told me about this
I figured
morning.
you were sewing something.
Yeah, I'm sewing the pants, but oh, I'm gonna thread this needle in just a moment. Um, but also once I finish sewing the pants, that wasn't even my plan for today. He just brought me the pants. But once I finish sewing those pants, um, I have a big paper pad beside me. I have to make the new sign for the farmers market soup fundraiser, um,
Uh huh.
which is today. I had the paper pad all week and kept telling myself I was going to do it and then didn't. And then I was like, oh, I'll just get up early and do it the day of. And I did get up early. I was awake, but did not leave my bed.
Oh
I
Lord.
got up early, but then didn't get up. And then as soon as I got up, Wayne's like, "Hey, can you sew my pants for me?" And I'm like, "No," because I like, when you're like, "Okay, I have to do this thing, but I don't feel like getting out of bed. So this thing will
Hmm.
probably take this amount of time. So if I skip this and skip that, then I'll be able to get everything done right on time." And then like something interrupts that, like you have it down timed down to the T. You're like, yes, I have my perfect schedule and everything's gonna go exactly right. And then you get up and of course something interrupts it and causes an interruption of an extra thing you need to do. And so now everything's thrown off. I did get up early though. I just didn't get out of bed early. I woke up early.
Yeah.
It's a
I
struggle.
no. My trap is, which I may fall into today. I almost fell into Monday, where it's like I am really tired. I'm just going to give myself permission to take today off, and I will get up early and work more hours tomorrow.
Hmm.
And that never happens because tomorrow I never get up early. And so, like, if I normally work 4 hours on Thursday, I give myself permit. I say on Wednesday, "Oh, I'm really tired after we do the stream. I'm gonna go take a nap," and then I'll just work 8 hours on Thursday. That never happens.
Because no one
That
wants to
never
work 8
happens.
hours.
So to avoid that trap, I just tell myself, okay, you can work 2 hours after the stream, and then go take a nap.
Hmm.
Instead of working 4 hours after the stream, I'll give myself permission to work 2 hours after the stream and then take a nap. So whether I get up early tomorrow or not,
You
then
got some work done.
I got some work done. some extra work done. But
Threading this needle is going to be the death of me. It's been
but
so
I
long.
found I'm still on my budgeting thing.
Mm-hmm.
I remembered after our conversation last week. Remember, I said I was going to use Copilot to help me, and
Mm-hmm.
so I looked up. I watched the little Copilot video I had saved, and it said, "Well, open Excel and hit this button and do this, blah blah blah." And then so I opened Excel, and that's when because I actually pay for Microsoft 365 for work, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
actually use it on any of my. I've been paying for it for eight. Well, not paying for it. I've had Microsoft 365 since college, and you know how long ago that was
Jeez
for me
Louise.
because the college was paying for it. And so so I was using it for my schoolwork, but also using it for my work because the college was already paying for it, and
Mm-hmm.
it was on my computer anyway. And then when I stopped, when I graduated college, they don't pay for that anymore, and so I started paying for it. So I
Mm-hmm.
pay about $10 a month for it. It's $10 or $11 a month, I think. But I have never put it on my what I think of as my leisure computers. I have it
Yeah.
on my work
It's always
computer
been
for
on your work
work.
computers.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, it's always been on your work computers.
Yeah, I just have it on my work computer. I never put it on my play computer. And it's like, well, I don't want to put my budget on my work computer. So I was
Mm-hmm.
using Google Sheets for the budget, and then I was like, I'm not liking really what I did about a month. I did March on the thing I found for Google Sheets. I wasn't real happy with it. I opened up so I installed Excel on my play computer, and then as soon as I opened it up, it was like, oh, here's some sample things you can use. Here's a personal budget spreadsheet template. And I'm like, and I opened that up and I'm like, well, that is like 95% of what I want. And so
Mm-hmm.
then Copilot and I had a conversation, and I added the other thing that I wanted. But then
So
after
now
I
you
was
have the
doing it, I was like,
perfect
well, I still
budget.
don't have the main things that I wanted. Was I wanted something on my budget sheet to show what I projected my income to be, and then what my actual income for the month was,
Yeah.
and then what I projected my expenses to be, and what my actual expenses were.
Yeah. So you can
So I
see how
didn't
off
want
you are.
to see how off I am, but also projected, especially for the income, because your father, most of his goes in one account. This is probably too much of our business, but most of his goes into one account for the big things like the mortgage and stuff. And then
Mm-hmm.
he puts a set amount into our joint account for the other things like light bill, phone bill, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we've divided it so we don't mess up our mortgage. And but so his is a set amount that goes into our account every 2 weeks. Mine is because my depending on how much I work, mine varies because
Mm-hmm.
I'm so I wanted the projected versus the actual so that I could see what was going on. But anyway, that was the one thing I wanted. The other thing I wanted was to be able to keep track of the dates that everything is due. And I
Yeah.
was just kind of putting little reminders in my phone, which I still have reminders in my phone so that it'll pop up the day before and say, hey, don't forget to pay this for the ones that aren't auto. But when your father goes on trips and whatnot, we got into this habit of right before he goes, he says, okay, I'm going to be gone this long. What's going to come due during this time that I'm gone between this paycheck and this paycheck? And I was scrambling and writing it on an envelope. And finally, I finally said, you know what, I need to just get a spreadsheet or something so that I can see automatically what it is so I don't have to keep scribbling it down every time he asks me. So I wanted something with dates, and most of the spreadsheet solutions I found didn't have dates. So basically, what I've landed on now is two different sheets that I put in one workbook. One is the main one, and then the other one has like all the dates. And I added the income to that one as well, so I could see, and then I can order that one by date so that I can see, okay, this is due, this is due, this is due between this paycheck and that paycheck.
Mm.
I was doing a bi-weekly sheet before on Google Sheets, but I found I didn't like the way that looks because it was confusing me because, like, for instance, this pay period, I had stuff set like this bill is due during this 2 weeks, and then this bill is due during this 2 weeks period. But then your father, because we had a little extra money, your father's like, why don't we go ahead and pay the April bill for these things now? We just paid the March bill last week, but let's go ahead and pay the April payment too while we've got the extra money, so we don't. Because you know us, we're the kind of people, if we got a little extra money in our pocket,
It's gonna get spent.
your father will find something to do with it. He'll, it's not as bad as it used to be, but he, we'd have a little extra money and he'd go buy a grill or go buy, I don't know, some new sneakers, or
Hmm.
he'd find something to do with the extra money instead of paying ahead on a bill. But now
Hmm.
that we are older and wiser, he's like, go ahead and pay a little extra.
Knock that
But
out.
but that messed with my accounting thing that I was using before, because it was like, well, I'm trying to see everything we paid for March, and now you got me paying April stuff in
Hmm.
March. You're messing with my system. But rather than get agitated, because this is what has happened to us before, is, I mean, I'm talking years ago, before you guys were born, when I first started to institute a budget for us, I would get frustrated because he didn't do it exactly the way I wanted.
Hmm.
He wouldn't stick to the schedule. He wouldn't pay, he would decide, oh, we're going to pay bill B before bill A because of this and this and this. And it's like, no, I've got it laid down that we're going to pay A and then B and then C. You're messing with
Hmm.
my system. And I get aggravated and he'd get aggravated. And so I just threw all the bills at him. And
To
it's
him.
like, okay, you handle it all. It's all you. And that's the way it's been for so many years. But slowly, it's gotten to where, I think we talked about all this before, but
You
slowly
mentioned it
it's got
briefly, yeah.
yeah, slowly it's gotten to where we have a lot of stuff that's like auto pay now,
Yeah.
whereas he didn't used to be into auto pay. And we have a lot of stuff that I pay now because it's computer based, and he's not a computer guy. He will use computers, and he has to use computers for his work. But just like your Aunt Terry, he's if he can do something and not use the computer,
Hmm.
he will. But there's no more going downtown and paying the Duke Power bill at an office or something like that. So
Yeah.
everything is online now. So now that I handle a lot more of it, I decided to try once again doing a budget situation. And I told him, I said, part of it is because we are working. I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, but we are working toward me retiring at 62
Hmm.
instead of waiting till 70 like a lot of people talk about, because I'm tired and I would like to take advantage. I would like to take advantage of my time while I've got it. Plus, also, a lot of the wisdom that I'm reading about now is that if you are not in the greatest of health, it is a waste of the money you put into the system to not retire early and take it.
Yeah, because what's the point of retiring? You've got all this free time, but then you're like, you can't do anything with it.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw it. I literally saw a TikTok video about that, or a YouTube short maybe about that, maybe a few weeks ago. That was like, boomers, I'm going to save up all of my money, and then I'm going to use my money like in my golden years or whatever. And then it was like Gen X, well, if I keep working, then I'll have this money for later. And then millennials are like, it's something, something, something. But then like Gen Z is like, why would I not enjoy the things that I have now? I'm not going to get retirement. I'm not going to get a house. I'm not going to get all of this because y'all messed it up for us. Let's just enjoy it right now.
Yeah, yeah. In my case, it's like because people have passed away early in your father's family,
Mm-hmm.
he wants to stop at 67 instead of 70. I thought sure he was going to go straight to 70 and try to get the most money, but
Mm-hmm.
he's going to stop at 67 because he wants to still be in good health because he wants to enjoy, traveling and woodworking and whatever. And also,
Woodworking. Is he out
you
here
know,
woodworking?
yes, your father likes to do woodwork stuff.
I mean, I know he does like handyman stuff, like installing a door in the side of the garage. But when I think woodworking, I think lathe, I think sculptures, I think tables and plates, and like, is he out here woodworking?
Well, he would do that if he had time.
I did not realize my papa was out here trying to woodwork.
But
Let me know when you get a lathe. I'm gonna be over there.
And in my case, because I am the spouse with the lower income, it benefits us more for me to go out early because I'm taking some money at my income level, and then when he retires, my level goes up.
Mm-hmm.
Because he makes more money. So, because basically the spousal benefits, if you're the lower income person, you either get your Social Security or you get 50% of your spouse's Social Security, whichever is higher.
Mm-hmm.
But so if I go out early before he goes out, then I get my Social Security for a few years. And then when he goes out, then my payment bumps up to here.
Get raised to match 50% of what his is.
Exactly. Whereas if I wait till he goes out to go out myself, then I don't get there's 3 years of money here that I'm not getting.
Yeah.
Because the bump up from his is significant enough to be appreciated, but it's still not going to make up for the 3 years of not go out as in retire.
Retire.
Retire, sir.
Yeah, retire.
But anyway, so I found a new budget that I'm trying for April, so hopefully that will work out for me. And at least just have, because I also, with your sister leaving, I feel like when your brother left, and we didn't, for those who are watching, we didn't charge them traditional rent. We just had them take on certain other expenses around the house. So when he left, the expense that the bill that he was paying, the first month we had to pay that was like, oh my goodness. Because we hadn't paid that since he was in high school. And how old is he now? 27?
28?
27?
Or 27. He turns 28 in July.
Yeah. No. He's 26,
Yes.
turns 27. Wait a minute. Am I 58 or 59?
Time out. I'm 33. He is 5 years younger than me. 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28. But he hasn't had that birthday yet because it's not July.
Okay, so he's
27, turns 28.
Okay, so I was thinking I was still 58. I'm 59. Which means your sisters are 29.
Yeah.
Which means they're almost 30. They're almost 30.
That's how aging works. It sucks.
How are they almost 30?
I don't know. It sucks.
But
Wayne in the background, did you hear him hollering through the door? That's how math works.
So anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, when he left, we felt it that first couple months because of that bill that he was paying. Yes, they were born 5 years ago, Ronald. They're babies. But we felt it.
Just go ahead.
when he left. And so I have a feeling we're gonna feel it again when she leaves. Because she's buying the groceries in this house. So when she leaves, I don't know what I'm gonna be eating. Not cat food, hopefully.
Ooh. I mean, if you get cat food from my store, it'll be human grade. That truly,
I don't
I've
think
heard
I'll be able to
multiple.
afford your cat food.
Truly, I have heard multiple of my managers say, if the apocalypse happens, I'm coming to one of these stores first because I know I can eat this food. Because everybody's gonna be
Well,
going for the grocery store. No one's going to the pet food store.
that's true. That's true.
Human grade chicken, and a lot of it is freeze dried, so it's gonna keep forever. Bruh, hit up your pet food store.
So, are you enjoying your job?
Yes, I'm enjoying it. I tell people multiple times a day because, like, I was doing a harness fitting a while ago for a couple of puppies named Laverne and Shirley. They're so cute, and their owners just came in the other
You
day and
you
got
get the reference, right?
yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Anyway,
checking.
we were doing the harness fitting, and Laverne is fine. Laverne is like outgoing and like, I just want to do everything that everybody wants me to do. Whereas Shirley is like, don't touch me with that. I don't know you. I don't know what this is. I just came into this world. I don't like any of it. And so their owners kept apologizing. Like, I'm so sorry you're having this, because we were fully like I am right now, sitting on the floor. I had treats to like get the harness on. And they're like, I'm so sorry you're having to be over here doing this. And I'm like, I'm getting paid $19 an hour to pet a dog right now. You're good. You are all good. Truly, the worst part of my job right now is that the two foster cats that we have in the cat hotel at our store, one of them has diarrhea, and the other one has been, for some reason, has started scarfing and barfing. So they'll like eat their food really, really fast and then throw up. So that is a nightmare. I have not had to clean it yet, thank goodness, but it's gross.
Yeah. Okay, draw your sign.
Yes, I'm working on it.
So I have just a few inconsequential food adventures. I decided to order some different things when we ordered groceries. I got I finally got this pho bowl from the grocery store. It's like, and it was like $5.50. And I'm like, one bowl? $5.50?
$5?
I mean, when you're used to paying, like 50 cents for a pack of ramen,
Yeah.
$5.50 feels like a lot. But I was like, well, I do love pho. Let me try it. But unfortunately, I think I would have been more impressed if I had bought this before I had made some. Because like a couple weeks ago, I made some pho, some broth, and bought some rice noodles. Made some broth in my crock pot and bought some rice noodles.
Ronald said pho outrage. That is hilarious.
So that I could use up. I had some pho spice packets in my pantry in the food closet, and I had some chicken. I'm trying to use up the stuff in the freezer, and I had some boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I did not realize were in the back of my freezer. So I'm like, let me go ahead and use these up. Mm-hmm. And so I said, I'm gonna just cook this chicken in some broth so that I can have chicken to, pieces of chicken to add over rice or whatever. So I cooked up a big batch of that a couple weeks ago, and that turned out really well. So anyway, I bought this pho this week on the grocery list, and like for $5.50, this was, again, if I had bought this before, I would have been impressed, but because it tasted good. But it's like, I looked at this thing and I'm like, it came with hoisin. I already have that. It came with a pho spice packet. I already have that. It came with chicken broth powder. Already got a big jar of that.
You
it
are
came
paying
with rice.
for convenience.
Exactly. It came with rice noodles. I already had that. It came with dried chives. I have fresh chives in my refrigerator right now.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. And then it was like, add your protein and fresh vegetables of choice. So I'm like, I could have done all this myself. In fact, because I had another pot of chicken because I used up the other half of the chicken, so I made another pot of broth. And as I was making this convenient pho, I had the
Mm-hmm.
broth in the crock pot, and I'm like, so that I could use the chicken. I said, oh, I'm gonna make this instant pho and use the chicken from the broth that I made. I'm like, I could have just done this. So now I know
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna spend 550. Again, it would have been fine if, like, if we were in a hotel or something. That would have been a perfect quick meal for like when we go on vacation. If there's a
Yeah.
microwave in the room or even a microwave down the hall at the hotel, that would be better than going down to Denny's or wherever we went last time.
I think it was Denny's. And that poor waitress, it was the one lady in the whole store. It
Uh
took
huh.
forever for us to get our food.
Uh
She was
huh.
very nice, but like overworked.
So now that was disappointed by the pho, I do not have high hopes for, because I also bought 2 cups of Goodles. Have you heard of Goodles?
What is Goodles? That sounds like dog food. What?
It is it is it's macaroni and cheese. It's boxed macaroni and cheese with protein added.
Okay. Can y'all hang on? Can y'all see this at all? I'm trying to draw
I
like a bowl with a spoon.
I see vaguely that there's probably a line. Now that you tell me it's a bowl, I kind of see the bowl.
Let me take a picture of it with my phone because I'm trying
You're
to
gonna go
decide if
over. You're
it.
gonna go over it with a marker or something, right?
Yeah, I've got my markers,
Okay.
but the okay. So let me take the other one off the wall. So this was the last one. Where's my microphone? So this was the
Uh huh.
last one that I did that I had to do day of because they forgot to tell me. Like I did it at the market because they forgot that they needed a sign, and they're like, "Well, Artemis, you're an artist, and your handwriting is so good. You have to make every sign we ever have." And I'm like, "Okay." Um, so instead of the thermometer, I figured now that I've got some time, I could
Hmm.
draw. I did like a
But you
bowl at
don't
the
have
bottom.
time.
I have until I have to leave. But I figured I'd do like a bowl at the bottom, and then instead of the thermometer, then we could color up the spoon, like a spoon in the bowl. Because it's a soup fundraiser. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that
I'm
makes
gonna
sense.
take a
Yeah.
picture. Let me see if I can even get it to show up in the picture so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Because I don't want to draw it really, really dark and then waste a piece of paper and have to draw it all again. Because I like the shapes that I have. I'm going to see if I can use a filter to like darken it. Anyway, continue talking. I will re-interrupt once I get to where I need to be.
So anyway, I got some Goodles, but now I'm worried that they're not gonna be what they're hyped up to be. But I was just in the mood for some macaroni and cheese, and I really didn't want to do a whole box of macaroni and cheese. I didn't want to do a whole pan of baked macaroni and cheese, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had good luck with the little cups of macaroni and cheese that you do in the microwave before. But I wanted to try these Goodles one because they were like $1.50, or maybe it was $1.25 for 1 cup,
Yeah.
and looks a little bit bigger than the cups I usually get. So hopefully it's a little bit more. But it has protein in it. I'm trying to get my protein.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go overboard with the protein, but I'm trying, and I think it's got extra fiber in it as well. I'm not trying to go too overboard with the fiber, but I also got, it hit me that I was tired of the Activia yogurts, so I went back to my Great Value yogurt, and they work just fine. They also have the live probiotic cultures in them, and
Mm-hmm.
they are less expensive for more yogurt, if that makes sense.
Which ones did you say you switched to? You switched from the activity to which one?
Back to the Great Value.
Back to the Great Value. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause this is a 6 ounce cup of yogurt as opposed to the 4 ounce that the Activia is, and it costs less for a stack of 12 than the Activia does. So bigger
Yeah.
cups, less money.
I was thinking about also getting some yogurt, so I want to know which ones
Yeah,
you recommend.
yeah, I like the Great Value. I've always liked the Great Value, but I switched to the Activia because I fell for the marketing of I need more
Yeah.
probiotics and blah 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 blah. But
Yogurt is going to have probiotics no matter what because of how it's made.
yeah, for some reason I thought the Activia would have extra something in it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I fell for the marketing. I don't
Yeah,
often
I've just
fall
seen
for
that list.
marketing, but I did in this case. So I switched back to the regular, and my stomach is doing just fine. So it's still doing what I wanted it to do, which is A, taste good, B, give me a little bit of protein, and C, help me with my stomach situation.
Oh, I forget the camera's all the way up there. Can you kind of see? It looks just like when I held it up earlier.
Really? I can see more that you drew a bowl on the bottom, though. I can't really see the spoon, but I can see the bowl. But it'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with it.
It'll have to be fine because you don't have that much time.
You're right.
Okay, can we move to Yarny Crafty Thoughts, or do you have any other life adventures?
I feel like I had something, but I don't know. My brain is in art mode, so I'll probably just remember it later and interject rudely.
Okay, I am still keep working on your sign. I can keep talking. I am still working on the slippers because I just could not bring myself to be bothered to work on the slippers. I have noticed that I need to switch where I sit the slippers because for some reason
Yeah.
where I have them sitting is especially dusty, and every time I pick up the slippers to work on them, I have to shake the dust off of them. So I'm gonna have to um I'm definitely gonna have to wash these before I hand them off because
Mm-hmm.
they keep getting dusty every time, but I'm not any further than I was last week. So there's that. Have you heard of the Loopsy app?
That sounds familiar. That's not that AI one, is it?
Oh, is it AI? I don't know.
I don't know. There's one that I keep getting commercials for that's like, just take a picture of this thing and we'll generate a crochet pattern for you to make a, like, it's like they take a picture of their cat and then they show a picture of a very AI looking amigurumi of a cat.
That's not the one I saw.
That's not it? Okay, so what are you talking about?
That
We
is
might
not
find out
what I
that it's
saw.
still AI. Everything in the world is AI right now. It's a problem. Am
I
I
just saw
AI?
an
Am I
ad.
real?
I happen to be on Instagram just you know me, I only go on Instagram if someone Megan the Stallion is in a Broadway show. Yeah, we can go
What
off topic, Ronald.
show?
It's not like we have a topic around here.
Right?
And I don't have a lot of yarny crafty stuff to talk about anyway. What show is she in, Ronald?
Yeah, I only made one thing, so once I finish writing these letters, I'll pull it down and show it.
But Loopsy, I don't know if you can see that icon right there.
Yeah, I see the icon. What is it?
Yeah, Loopsy. Um, I think it is, as the kids used to say, I think it's trying to eat Ravelry's lunch.
Ooh.
Moulin Rouge.
Ooh. That sounds
I have
fun.
not seen Moulin Rouge, so I am not familiar with what character that would be.
I've seen it too many times. She's playing. Oh, but I don't remember that character name. Because I got showed that movie 100 times in college because I'm in band and my laptop is dying. Ah!
Your laptop is always dying. Why do you not?
It is. I keep forgetting to move the charger when I move the laptop. It's right here on the other side of the room.
That's what I was thinking. It was the person who ran the place. That was the feeling that's what, even though I haven't seen it, that was the feeling I had. Well, yeah, by the name Harold, I kind of thought it was usually a man who plays it. But that sounds like, I mean, have you seen reviews, Ronald? Is she doing well?
I would watch it.
Should I look this up?
Yeah, if there are any clips from it, send them in the Discord. Okay. I looked up and was like, why is my laptop so dark? It's dying. The reviews I've seen.
According to people, Megan Thee Stallion makes a triumphant debut in Moulin Rouge.
Ronald says, according to the reviews I've heard, she is not much of an actor or a singer, but she's fun to watch. That's what I was thinking, is that she might not be the best on either point, but would be fun to watch. They reassign the hard singing parts to other characters. Is it? Oh no, Megan Thee Stallion's a rapper. I was like, isn't Megan Thee Stallion a singer? No, she's a rapper.
Yeah. But you know, Queen Latifah's a rapper too, but she sings. Not the best.
Yeah, but like, not the worst though.
Chandelier, God, I hate that song.
I wanna swing.
Yeah, I couldn't see her.
It's not my favorite, but it's fine.
I hate that song. Yeah, I can see that being a hard song if you're not usually a singer. Well, I will have to look at this later. Well, the Loopsy app is basically, they've got a pro version, of course, but it's trying to be a place where it like holds your patterns. I don't have anything in it. It's one of those things, it's one of those apps where you what's the word?
Like, am I uploading my own patterns? Like, I've got this pattern from Instagram, I got this pattern from I got this pattern from whatever, and then upload them to. So
it does have a discover. It does have a discover section that looks a little Pinteresty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it says that it draws all these patterns from different
people,
blogs and what have you.
Okay.
Like, and so like it shows the pattern from this pullover from Hey Hey Crochet.
Mhm.
And it tells you it's from a website. It tells you some of the different what you'll need to make it, and then it and it says Loopsy supports pattern designers. Please visit the original pattern page to follow the full steps. So it gives you a general idea.
So is it just holding on to links of patterns? Because it sounds like you can't use the full pattern off of the. So it's just Ravelry.
No, because it does have a section. It does have, like, in this section here, this top thing with the hammer is like active projects, and so you're supposed to track your like if you're doing a project, you're supposed to track your progress.
Yeah, which is very Ravelry.
There. Well, no, I think it's supposed to do more. Um,
like how Ribbler keeps track of your project progress. Like, because with
yeah, I
Ribbler,
think
the whole
so.
pattern is in there, and I can
Because they
like
kept
click all
saying
the steps
something
in the
about
pattern.
smart patterns.
Okay.
So I haven't really done anything or added anything to it, but also because they have a pro section, and in the
Mhm.
pro section, that's where you have, I think for free, you get like the row counter. You can look up different abbreviations, and then you can plan a granny square. But then under the lock sections, they've got like a price calculator, a thing to help you put colors together, a color palette
Okay.
thing,
It sounds
unit
interesting. I might check it
converter.
out.
What'd you say?
I said it sounds interesting. I might check it out. I'm all for a little gadget, a little tracker.
And then it has a place to track your stash
Mhm.
for, like your hooks and your needles, where you have them, and like how many skeins you have of something, and
Mhm.
where you've got it located in your house. You can add a photo of it, what have you. I As you can see, I don't have anything in this because this is not the it feels like Ravelry without. Oh, it also has a function where you can import your collection from Ravelry.
Okay.
So like if they know that if you're moving over from Ravelry. I saw that in the beginning and now I can't find where it is, but that's one of the things it has. Um I don't know if I'm going to try it. It's one of those apps where you know how nowadays you go to download an app and then it asks you a bunch of questions. Do you knit
I
or do you crochet? Do you like
I
this or
am
do you like
getting
that?
so tired of this because that happens to me a lot on like Instagram. I'll be scrolling through Instagram and I'll see like, oh, this is the Duolingo for cleaning your house. This is the Duolingo for fixing your
Uh
life.
huh.
Everything's Duolingo right now, which is pissing me off. But
Yeah.
also, you click them and it's like, okay, I could use a new like productivity app. I haven't tried one in a while. Maybe this is the one that
Mhm.
fixes me. But every single one, and like weight loss apps and all of these things, that every single one you get into it and all of a sudden
Mhm.
you're in a personality quiz. And it's like,
Yep.
do you get up in the morning, in the evening, or are you a night owl? Do you and all these questions, and it'll be like three questions, and then the last question will be like, have you used productivity apps before? And it's like, yes. And then it'll show a screen that's like, our productivity app, Duolingo for productivity, is actually different from other apps. 90% of people
Uh
said
huh.
that they have a change. And then three more questions. And then our app actually, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't want, just give me your app. How do I skip it?
So I can look at it and see if I want it. Yeah.
Yes. How do I skip it? I don't want to take a survey. I just want to see your app. I know
Yeah,
what I want.
normally if something opens with one of those, I just go ahead and stop because a lot of
Same.
them, especially the weight loss apps, they open with that quiz and you answer all the questions and then they say, "Okay, we're going to email you your personalized
Yes.
plan." And then
I don't want that.
you go to your email and then it's like, "Okay, if you pay us $15 a month, we'll let you see this plan." And I'm like, "No. I'm
I
not
haven't even
paying
seen your
you."
app yet. You haven't showed me anything.
Exactly. I don't know how any of it works. You haven't shown me anything. So why am I going to give you $15 a month? Which is annoying. But my first impression of Loopsy is that it is Ravelry without the um community part,
Yeah.
because it doesn't have any of the like the group forums and stuff that they have on Ravelry, which is fine because I don't use that stuff anyway. I went through a brief period where I used the group forums on Ravelry and on Goodreads. And are you using something for reference? Is that why you keep looking
Yeah.
back? Okay.
Yeah, I've got the old poster because this is actually a sticky note canvas, and so if I
Uh-huh.
take it off the top is sticky. So I took the old
Uh-huh.
one and stuck it to the wall because I need to. We wrote on the old one, so I knew what verbiage to use on the new one, and so I'm
Oh,
making
okay.
sure that I wrote it correctly.
Okay. But yeah, I went through a brief period where I was using the group forums, and making comments and stuff like that, making posts and whatever. But I found that I really don't want to use those apps as social media. I don't I've kind of fallen out of love with social media in general, but in particular, I don't want to use, like, for Goodreads, I just want to use Goodreads to track my books so that I can remember, did I read a book by this author and did I hate it?
Hmm.
And same with Ravelry, all I want to do is remember where I left off in a pattern, because a lot of times I'll do something and then I'll put it aside for 2 months. So I'd like to remember, you know, did I still have this in progress? Where did I leave off? But I ended up starting to use a notebook for that. But also,
Hmm.
I mainly use Ravelry to post up pictures that, yes, I did this, so that I can remind myself that I did a thing, because 99% of what I make I give away to other people. So I like to have pictures so I can remember that I did a thing.
I should start doing that because now anytime people are like, "Oh, have you ever made?" and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I actually made this thing one time," and I'm like scrolling through Instagram posts trying to find, or like scrolling through my Google Photos, and I type like Google Photos crochet dragon, crochet mushroom.
Yeah, you
I
need to put
tried
them
to
up.
find I did. I tried to find pictures of my candles for somebody yesterday, and it took me so long. And I'm so frustrated because I usually, in my Google Photos, I can just search the word of the thing I'm trying to find. Like, I can search router, and it pulls up the back of my router so I can remember my Wi Fi password. So I'm thinking I can just type in candles, and it'll pull up all the pictures of my candles. My candles look like drinks, which is a problem. And so I was like, okay, let me look up like coffee or drink or cup. And I like disaster. I finally found one, but it took so long because I know I took pictures of all those candles, and I'm just having so much trouble finding them.
Yeah, that's why I encouraged you to create a Ravelry back when you were in high school and you never use it.
Because I just don't. I'm if I finished a big project, I'm not gonna remember to. I'm not gonna remember. I would be like, I just finished this 24-hour project. I'm done. I'm putting it away and never will see it again. I'm not gonna remember to take a picture and put it on Ravelry.
Well, I mean, at least if you remember to take a picture, you can later grab that stuff and put it up on Ravelry.
Yeah. I need to take some time and go back and like start adding stuff to Ravelry or to like a Google Drive or something. I need something
Yeah,
because it's a
so that you
pain.
can have it all in one place. At the very least, if you've got it on Google Photos, make a separate folder on Google Photos with your picture,
Yeah.
with your project pictures, so that when you search to show somebody something, at least they're all in one folder.
Yeah, because I have that right now for like henna and face paint. I have all of my best like henna and face paint pictures. So if anybody's like, "Hey, we want you at this event. Can you send us some photos so we can promote you?" and I'm like, "Here are all of my best ones. I got them on lock because I don't want to look for them again." I need to do that for my crochet stuff.
Okay, you said you had one thing that you've made.
Yes, I went back. Um, there he is, all the way there. I went back. So remember forever ago, and I saw Ronald just put a comment. Remember forever ago when we made the YouTube video, we made a throw pillow video about crochet trends from like 2 years ago, I think.
Uh huh.
And in that crochet trends video, there was the bandanas. And then the week after that video came out, Ronald was like, "Hey, I made the bandana that you guys were talking about in your video." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "In your throw pillow video." And I was like, "I didn't realize anyone watched that." And he's like, "Yeah, here's the bandana." So I had to go back to the throw pillow video to remember the bandana because I was like, I want to make one of those. I had to go back to the throw pillow video to remember the bandana. But it's the Wanderlust bandana, and the reason it's so specific is because it's longer in the back. Because usually the bandanas that I make and the bandanas everybody makes are very square, and so they're kind of squart and don't come all the way down in the back. Because this one, she made it in a specific way so it would have a longer point. So I made one, but I did make it with worsted weight yarn. So it's kind of like stiff. Like it's not, if this was a flowy yarn, that twist would be cute, but it's stiff.
Yeah.
And so the twist doesn't want to go anywhere. So I'm thinking I might, like next time
I like the colors though.
Yeah, this is, I think this might be a Hobby Lobby yarn actually. Oh no, it's not a Hobby Lobby yarn, but I don't know what it is. Because like I said, I've been digging through my yarn stash, so some of these, I don't know where they're from. Not a single bit. But this is the same yarn that I've been using to make the fairy flyers, the frisbees. So,
it looks different.
Little spring banana. It looks different just because there's more of it, I think. Because with the fairy flyers, it's just like the little bit on the edge or the little bit of mesh in the middle, whereas putting it all together. But the bandana itself, like, she cute.
I do like that.
She cute, but and I've got it over my headphones right now. But I need to, I hate to say this here, everybody, just get ready to clutch your pearls. I might have to block it. Yeah, I know we don't, block. And I hate to be a disappointment to my mother and all of my family. I might have to block this piece so that it falls like draping. I know. You never think it's going to be you until it is. I'm going to have to block it.
Oh my goodness. I thought I taught you better.
Ronald says he made his with Lily sugar and cream, which was an error. And then going back to his other comment, I use Ravelry to keep track of what hook, yarn, special directions I needed for the project. I also keep track of the dates. I take pictures of everything so I can just add those to the listing later. I should do that, but my red flag is I assume that I'm going to keep track of all that in my brain. My red flag is I assume that all of that is going to stay locked tight right under this purple hair dye.
No,
yes, go ahead.
That's why I latched on to Ravelry. I'm one of the early adopters to Ravelry because I knew right away that I need a way to keep track of everything that I am doing.
The fairy flyers, do I have any in here right now? Actually, I think I might have them in here right now. Hang on. Let me. But you could also go back and watch last week. Was that last week?
Why would she do that? She did link the fairy flyers in. She did link the fairy flyers. Put a link to the pattern in the Discord. But basically, they're a crocheted like flying disc.
Oh yeah, because Frisbee's a name brand, huh? It's a flying disc.
Well, I was trying to think of another word for it because Frisbees actually have that, curve over.
Yeah.
And those don't really have the lip, but they fly.
Frisbee also is a name brand.
It
so
is.
Anything
I know
that's not
it
a
is,
Frisbee
but
has to be a flying disc. But yeah, they fly pretty well too. Like the very first time that I made them, I went to the farmer's market a little bit early so I could try to throw them across the room before everybody got set up. I was able to throw them across a fairly large room. Like they fly, and I threw them like into a glass case, which I maybe should have thought about before I did, but I fully trusted in myself and my brand. But I threw it into like a glass case and it didn't do anything, like, because they're soft, so it's not gonna like. It's not gonna do anything. But yeah. And now it's behind you.
You're weird. Yeah, I still want to make some of those.
They work up so quick.
I was thinking about making a couple maybe before I go to Aunt Terry's. Now that the
Yeah.
weather is turning nice, maybe we can stand out on the lawn and throw some fairy flyers. Well, like I said, I'm still working on
Boots.
the
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 boots.
slippers. That's the only thing I'm knitting on, and I've only colored one picture.
Oh yeah, let me
It
shrink me.
I colored one picture. I stepped out and did not use a color by number book.
Scandal.
Scandal. I know.
Oh, it looks so cute though. I love it. Is she spilling wine, girl?
Yes, she's spilling wine.
It's cute. You did good with the colors. I like the hair, like the curly hair. Did you use multiple colors in there?
Yeah, yeah. I used for the black one. Well, actually, it's almost gray. It's a dark gray hair, but
Hmm.
I only used one color for that one. But I used two for this one.
It looks good. I like it.
Thank
It's so.
you. Thank you. It is
It looks like
from
they're.
this book.
Oh yeah.
So I got a chance. So I just bought this book.
Mm-hmm.
I It was from my illicit winnings.
Illicit.
Yeah, this is from Nia Nicole. Nia Nicole is the artist. I follow her on TikTok. Um, I have one of her other books. I think this is a sampler from her other books because I colored a picture like this. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is a sampler from her one of her other books, but it's got different pages sampling. I tried to find the Capricorn page, but I could not find it. Because here's the there's some zodiac pages. She
Yeah.
tried to make it like kind of like a magazine. How do you handle winter burnout?
Okay.
So it's kind of like a magazine, but it's a coloring book.
Yeah.
Get the perfect beachy curls.
Girl, I wish. I am
So,
still. I'm still trying to do
but I
something with
bought
this hair
this
now that I got it.
because I was playing one of my gambling apps and I won $10, so I cashed it out. And I accidentally cashed it out in a Visa instead of sending it to my Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
And the Visa had like an expiration date on it. For some reason, I thought the Visa was going to be a card that they were going to send me, but no, it was just a virtual Visa that I could only use online pretty much
Yeah.
because I can't take it into the store anywhere. And it had an expiration date on it that was quick, like you need to use this up quickly. So I'm like, and I had just had just seen a TikTok of her advertising this book. So I was like, okay, I'll use up this Visa on this book
Mm-hmm.
right quick. So
Oh, now I have to
that's
do
how I ended up with that.
math.
But I you know me, I don't feel comfortable coloring without
Without
numbers, but I saw
numbers.
that picture. What'd you say?
I said without numbers.
Yes. But I saw that picture and I flipped through the book and I saw that picture and I'm like, well, I think I know what to do with this and this and this. And so it came to me as I went. I saw the greenery and the light bulbs across the top and I was like, well, I know how to color that. So I started with that, and then just kind of. Also, I needed to use reason to use my. I have a whole set of like 30 skin color markers that I never use because I never color people. So I need to find a reason to use these skin color markers for people. So that's all the crafty stuff we got going. We're not doing a lot, people. So let's move into um our I will keep talking so you can keep drawing until we
Yeah, I
get
can
to
talk a
some.
little bit. I'm just trying to figure out where to put the microphone so I can be heard.
But let me change that banner. Our media consumption, because we are consumers. Well, as I mentioned earlier, Roxy Ray is my new fave author. I was telling you about her. The first book of hers I read was The Alpha and the Baker, I think it was called. And it was just, she just has some really interesting situations. Her books still fall in the cozy kind of monster romance, but her situations seem to be more interesting than some of the ones I've read lately. Like the Alpha and the Baker was this woman who was like an orphan, and she managed to go all the way through pastry school and everything and come up with the money to start her own bakery. So she's moved to this new town and she started this bakery. But she's human. She doesn't know anything about supernatural stuff or anything like that. Um, I have not seen the epic musical yet. I am so sorry, Ari. I
I
totally
still need to watch
forgot.
it too.
I thought about it when I was sitting down on Saturday to like what am I going to watch while I work on stuff, and then it totally left my mind. But you did put a link to it in the Discord, right? So I can just go back and look at it because I cannot remember where to find it. So I'm going to trust that you put a link for me in the Discord. Also, I was confused when you started a new group chat, Maya.
Sorry, I thought that everyone had everyone's numbers. That's my
No,
bad. I
I
just assumed that
thought it
everyone
would
had
be
everyone's
rude
numbers.
for me to add your friends to my phone, so I didn't put them in my phone. Plus, plus I like the couple people that I didn't know. I communicate with them on Facebook Messenger. That's why I didn't have their phone numbers. That's right, Ari. We have a Facebook chat. That's why I didn't have your phone number.
Yeah, I don't know why I started a regular text chat instead of a Facebook chat.
I don't know why you did either. I don't know why you did either. And I didn't expect to have that conversation that late at night. I sent that message to Ari thinking when he wakes up in the morning he would see it.
No,
And he
you sent
answered
that
right
message to
away.
Ari while we were in the middle of playing D&D, and so in the middle of D&D, Ari's like, "Hey yo, everybody, hold on a minute. Maya, your mom is messaging me. Check your phone." Cuz I was supposed to start that group chat like 3 days before that. Is the problem.
Oh.
And so he reminded me and I was like, "Let me make the group chat right now. Everyone will see it when they wake up and then we can sort this out later." But all y'all crazy people were awake.
Well, because your father gets off, and so we stay up and watch one thing before he goes to sleep. And so we were just in the middle of watching our one thing. So I just sent the message while I remembered, and I thought, oh, when he wakes up, he will answer me tomorrow.
Nope.
But yeah, having my husband's number, Ari, will do you little to no good. Cause ask Maya, is he gonna answer?
No, he
No.
will answer in his own time.
Is he gonna answer? No. Is he going to read it, turn to me, and say, text Ari that he can do XYZ? Yes. And how many years has it been that I have tried to say I am not the go between you and your kids because I'm probably going to die first and you need to learn how to talk to your children, yet he still uses me as the go between?
I'm gonna leave on that note and go get my colored pencils. I will be right back.
What are you talking about? Leave on what note?
I will be right back. You're like, because I'm gonna die first, and you need to. This guy's so serious, so serious.
That's
I
not
will be
serious.
back.
That's just practical.
Death is not serious. I will be back.
Anyway, while she's going to get her colored pencils, the Alpha and the Baker, she starts this bakery in this town, and she's human. She doesn't know anything about supernatural. And meanwhile, on the outskirts of town, there's this whole wolf shifter family reunion, okay, that they have once a year. And so they're preparing the food and everything for the whole big family reunion. And one of the young teenagers who hasn't come into her wolf yet, all of a sudden goes through coming into your wolf is kind of like going into puberty, and so she comes into her wolf in the while she's helping in the kitchen, and so she tears up everything. So they have no cakes, no cookies, no nothing, which is, family reunion and you ain't got no desserts. Come on now.
Wild.
So he runs to town to see if he can find a bakery that can like get him some treats at the last minute. And she's new, so she takes the business because she's got to pay her rent. And taking this order will, keep her store open for another month. And of course, I love competency porn, which means she's like the best baker there ever was. So she makes all these desserts. She drives them out to the family reunion, and everybody falls in love with the desserts. They don't because the guy, the alpha of the clan, the leader guy. He's the one who ran to town, found her, placed the order. They had a cute little interaction, whatever. She didn't think anything more of it. She bakes all stuff. She drives it out to the place. And then the people who are there don't realize that they don't realize she doesn't know that they're shifters. So they're talking like normal, and they're drinking the wolf liquor, which is more potent than the regular liquor. Mm-hmm. And so they offer her some of the wolf liquor, and she just thinks it's a regular fruit punch. And she starts drinking it, and she gets drunk so that she can't go back to town. And meanwhile, everybody's acting normal around her. They're not hiding the fact that they're shifters, but she's drunk, so she figures I didn't see what I saw. She goes back home, and then the teenagers who had just come into their wolves ran, but they look like dogs because they're young. They ran to town, and so now everybody's like, Maria's missing. She ran to town knowing that the alpha guy would follow her because she's decided that the baker is the perfect, mate for the alpha guy. So she runs to town so that he has to look for her and finds her at the bakery.
Bruh.
But yeah, she still doesn't know about wolves and everything. It's a good book. And so then I started reading some of her other books. And this one that I talked about today with the vampire is a whole other thing. And what was there was another one I read that was really good, but I can't remember. But anyway, Roxy Ray is now on my short list. I don't have a big list of authors that I, yes, Ronald, that kind of alpha, but in this book, it's not it's not like reverse harem and all that other kind of stuff. This is very light on the smexy times. There's more plot. That's another thing I like about Roxy Ray. She gives you smexy times, but she doesn't hit you over the head with it. Like I said, I like 2.5 scenes in my book max. I do not need exactly. I especially with Roxy Ray, she has an interesting story going on. Cause like in the Alpha in the Baker book, there's a whole other rival clan that is Latino,
Mm-hmm.
and those two in town, and she doesn't know that these two groups are rivals. So she bakes something for the Latino clan, and now they're like, oh well, you can't be you bake stuff for these other people out in the woods too. We don't mess with them, and there's a whole standoff at a school bake sale, and it's like
sale,
at a school bake sale.
bruh.
It's interesting. It's an interesting book. So see, when you have enough plot like that, to me, I mean, I think there is a place for pure, no plot, just smut. There's a place for that. There's a time for that. There's a use for that. But if you give me a good plot and then you throw in so many smexy scenes, you're distracting me from the plot. Your plot was interesting. I mean, I don't want you to pretend that these people have never heard of sex, but
Yeah.
your plot was interesting. Don't distract me, because now I want to know what's going on with the rival. With the two rival packs. But now you've given me 7 pages of smexy times. I'm like, now I got to skim so we can hurry up and get back to what happened at the bake sale. But enough of that rant.
Why I decided to do this with brush markers, I will never know.
Also, iOS, for those of you who are iOS, which you are not, I don't know if anybody in our audience is iOS, but have you noticed that there is a new games app?
Ooh.
See the little rocket? That's the new games
Yeah.
app. They put I already have a folder for all of my games, but now they have a new app. With the latest update, they put a new app where like you have your whole library, and it tells, what I like about it is that it tells you the last time you played something, which is cool, and it puts them in the order of the last time you played them. Which I just discovered that I last played, until recently. I just started playing it again recently, but I last played Plants vs Zombies 2 in 2014.
Ooh. Are you a big
2014.
Plants vs Zombies person? Or did you think that you were?
No, it's just your sister. That's the other thing. It shows you your friends. So like it shows you what your friends have been playing. It has these different challenges that you can do with your friends to see who can get to a level first. But it just shows the games that you already own. It doesn't just show you general challenges. It shows you the games that you already own. And Sydney played Friends vs Zombies 4 days ago, and I'm the kind of person, like, if I open an app and I see that one of y'all has played something, then I'm like, oh well, let me go ahead and play that or try that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody plays the games I recommend, so let me try some of the games y'all are playing.
I
So
played
I
Cozy Grove. I played Cozy Grove,
did
and I
you
played what's the typing one? The typing restaurant one with the fueling gangs.
Chef Shift.
Chef Shift. I played Chef Shift. I play games that you recommend. How dare you put that on me?
I know. I'm just kidding. But I was so excited when I first got iOS years ago, when you guys all had iPods, and
Mm-hmm.
what am I trying to say?
And you can see all the
Was it
games
an
that we play.
iPod? Were you guys able to play games on iPods?
I don't think so. We had what is it? I had a Palm Pilot. I could play games on that.
I feel like there was something, because I know I was able to play, but I feel like there was a period where you guys were all playing iOS games briefly. And
Maybe we could play games on the iPod. I think we could
and I
actually. Now that
had
I'm thinking about it, yeah, because I had remember I had I remember it eventually. Zombies Run.
Zombies Run.
Thank you, Zombies Run.
Yeah. So
Because I was grandfathered into the iOS one.
and so they had Game Center back then. And I thought, oh, this will be cool. I'll get to see what everybody else is playing and stuff like that. But then I realized everybody else doesn't use their devices to play games like I do. That's the only thing I use my devices for. I barely make phone calls or anything else. I just use my devices for playing games. So nobody's on Game Center. So when I saw her pop up in the Games app saying that she had played a game 4 days ago, I said, well, let me play. Maybe I'll pop up in hers, and then she'll see that I played too. We can play together.
Do you play Plants vs Zombies together, or you just mean like the challenges?
Yeah, like the challenges, like challenge each other. But yeah, it shows you like updates from the different games you have. I just like the way the app is laid out. I like the way that
Mm-hmm.
it shows you if there's been an update on a game you have, or they have a new event in the game, and it shows you what your friends have been playing. And since I have Apple Arcade, it has all the Apple Arcade stuff in here, and what it has a separate section for Apple Arcade and what's coming up next on Apple Arcade. Like what's the new one that came out in February, what's the new thing that came out in March, etc., etc. So
Yeah.
I like it. Um, and Chloe and I, we haven't totally run out of movies to watch, but was it last week? Did we talk about this last week? We started
Talk
playing
about what?
games.
Oh yeah, you talked about it last week.
Yeah, we started. I couldn't remember if we talked about it last week or not. We started playing games. So we played Lego Party again on Monday, and then yesterday, she updated her Switch, and we played some Switch games. We played. I was reminded once again that I do not like pixel art. That I do not. That I do not. Well, it's not that I hate pixel art, but I don't. It has to be a certain level of pixel art,
Yeah.
and I don't like. Um, we played WarioWare,
Ooh, I
and
love WarioWare.
those mini games was no. This was like the older version. Those mini games were so many, they were micro. I was
Ooh,
like, I got bored. I got bored with that after 2 minutes.
who
And
called me?
we also played. We did play a good bit of We tried playing Mario Party, the version from the N64,
Mm-hmm.
and I remembered why I never played Mario Party, because I played it once and found it boring.
Ooh.
So I don't, and they keep
But
making versions of that game.
you don't really like party games anyway. Like you don't like Mario Party, you don't like Cards Against Humanity or Apples to Apples, or you don't like that style of party game. You're not a party game person.
No, the thing about Mario Party that I don't like is that it's the same reason that I don't like Ari loves Mario Party apparently.
He does. We love a party game.
The thing I don't like about Mario Party, maybe if I played one of the newer versions, I would like it better. We were playing the N64 version because she has on her Switch a bunch of like the legacy collections, that have all the old Nintendo games on them. And I just don't. So we were playing the N64. The thing I don't like about it is that the board game part of it is boring. So waiting to get so where you're rolling the dice and then going around the track, all of that is boring to me.
You just want to
And
play
then
the
you get to you get to one of the mini games, and in the mini games, like we played two before we said I'm done. Before I said I'm done, not we, me. Where one was just like, okay, here's two boxes. Guess which one Bowser is in.
Mm-hmm.
That's like playing.
Maybe you will like the newer ones better then.
That's like playing Deal or No Deal. And then there was another.
I watched one of my YouTubers play one of the newer ones, and it was like they were playing on the Switch, and so it was like three of the people were like running around a map trying to tag the fourth person, and so you could see on their screens, like it's the screen is separated into four, mm-hmm. and you could see their three screens, and then on the fourth one, I think they had the newer Switch, so on the fourth one, it was just the camera pointed up at that person so you could see their face, so they couldn't like screen cheat and see where that person was, and they're like running around. That looks fun.
Well, we played Lego Party. We played Lego Party last week, and then we played it again on Monday. I enjoy Lego Party. And there was another game. I don't think you were here. Maybe you were here. But there's another game that Chloe has on her Switch. It's something with cake. It's cake something. I don't know if she's watching. But it's cake battle, cake boss, cake. I don't think it's cake boss. It's cake. It's something with cake. But it's a Lego Party Fall Guys style game, and I enjoyed that. So
I think you're just really particular. That's the issue. Is that you're really particular.
I don't think I'm very particular.
I need somebody, Chloe. I know you're out there, Chloe. I need you to take this clip of her saying that she doesn't think she's very particular, and I'm so sorry. This is going to be a lot of work for you. I need you to go back into every stream that we have ever done and pull clips of her being very, very particular. I'm not that particular. Has to use Copilot to create a very hyper-specific budgeting program for herself. I'm not very particular. I need my books to have 2 sex scenes minimum. 2 sex scenes maximum. No more than that. Any more than that, and I'm not reading your book. I have to skim. I'm not very particular.
Okay. I am particular. But maybe it's a case of, like they say, opposites attract, and like people annoy. Maybe that's what it is. Because whenever I see people on like TikTok or YouTube or something like that, and they start talking about how they can't eat a certain thing because blah 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 blah. Like right now, I am telling you about my particular things, mainly because we're trying to make conversation and we're trying to fill the time till 12:30 because this is what we're here for, and we're making conversation. But in my real life, like with the books that I read the description. It's not the book for me. I move on to the next one. I don't complain out loud to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
About the book, about they don't have the books that I want. Or Ronald wants to know if y'all are beating sabers tonight.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I need to plug my headset up.
Yes,
But
you need to
yes.
plug your headset up. But I just like to think maybe I'm doing it and I don't realize I do it, but I like to think that I I am particular about things, and I really try not to complain about it unless we are having a conversation about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it. There's some people where they find a way to throw into every conversation that they don't do this and they can't have that and they must have
Yeah.
this a certain way.
And it's their
And
whole
I,
personality.
yeah, it's their whole personality. And I try not to throw it into my conversations, but it's an everyday conversation. But like if we were talking about that particular thing, then yes, I will tell you my preferences. But just in everyday life, I keep my preferences to myself.
Hmm. Trying to draw the spoon. Ah.
Cookout, are you playing cookout or are you going to buy cookout?
Ooh, maybe both, because now I want some cookout.
Oh, I had breakfast burgers from Jimmy Dean. Those were yummy.
I don't think I've had those. Is it just a biscuit and a sausage? What makes it a breakfast burger? Can I lay like this? Is
Oh,
this
it's
inappropriate?
a
No.
brioche bun. It's in the freezer section. You get two per box. It's a brioche bun, an egg patty, a slice of
Hmm.
cheese, and a burger.
You lost me in the first half. And the second half, actually. You lost me in
You
both
don't
halves.
you don't like eggs?
I don't. I'm not an egg person. I will like every
Okay.
once in a while. I'll get a really strong craving for egg, and then I'll have like very well my eggs need to be scrambled well. I want them brown. I want them covered in cheese. I want them covered in onions.
Hmm.
Like it's I don't
Yeah,
want
I
it to
used to
resemble an
I
egg at
used to be
all.
like that. I used to be like that with eggs. I used to not even be an egg person until my 40s because we've discussed my issues with eggs from childhood. But so I used to not be an egg person, but now I like eggs. I like eggs, okay. Um, but yeah, maybe I will look at some let's plays of people playing the more recent Mario parties.
I
Although
think none.
I think all Chloe has is the older Mario parties, because
Yeah.
again, Nintendo wants to bankrupt you with the price of their games.
You've
So
never lied. Oh my god. It kills me every time.
I hear everybody on my algorithm is talking about Pokopia.
Yep, and I'm
Am I
not gonna
saying
play
it
it because I'm
wrong?
not paying for it.
Pokemon, Pokopia, or whatever. I haven't even watched the videos because I looked up the price and saw it was $69, and I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna torture myself with watching the videos because I
We
might
are
like it and then be mad.
Yep, we are stuck right now because Wayne wants to play what's Blood Desert or whatever, that Crimson Desert, which just came out, and I want to play Reanimal, which just came out. Both of those games are $70 a piece.
Mm, mm. Meanwhile,
Mad.
I am trying to resist the urge to look at the current Steam Spring Cozy Sale, because the part of the reason we started playing games on Mondays instead of watching movies is because I was telling Chloe last week that I feel guilty about all these games that I have that I don't play. Animal Crossing, new Pokemon. That's funny. That's funny.
I mean, basically.
I had a feeling that it might be that, and since I never really got into Animal Crossing, I tried playing it with Chloe on her Switch, and
Animal Crossing is another game that I feel like Animal Crossing has to be your entire personality for you to really have fun with Animal Crossing, because you have to
Mhm.
play it every single day so that your stuff will reset and you can get all of your things. You have to
uh
be playing it all the time. Just am not that. Because I really like
That's
Animal
not
Crossing, but I was like, I can't be playing this always.
what are we having an argument about Beat Saber and Cookout?
Ronald doesn't like Cookout. Well, I think Ronald doesn't mind the
Oh,
game Cookout. Ronald doesn't want to play Cookout with us because Ari and I, when we play cooking games, and it's mostly my fault. Ari and I, when we play cooking games, we are going to 3-star everything because you're not replaying this game. Like, you're not replaying Overcooked. Once you've played it, you've played it. So we are 3-starring everything. And Ronald is like, I'm actually just here to chill and play a game. And y'all are doing too much. That's the problem.
yeah. I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. Um, I'm tempted to try, even though I have played Overcooked before, all you can eat. And Chloe does have it on her Switch. And I think I might have it on my computer now that I think have one of the Overcooked on my computer because I think Amazon gave away one of the Overcooked as a Prime Game of the Month.
Overcooked 2 is on Game
Um,
Pass too.
but the Overcooked on Netflix has some special characters, so I might play it just to see what the special characters are. I know it has the cat from K-pop Demon Hunters, but I don't know what the other. And
I still haven't watched that. I need to watch it.
like
I'm so
yes,
behind. I'm so behind.
you need to watch it. It's good. It is so good. It is so good. But I don't know what games we're gonna play next week because right now we've just been playing. Um, See, it's gonna bother me now. That cake game. It's gonna be bothering. Is it Cake Battle?
Chloe, are you in the chat? What's the name of this
No,
game?
not
We
in
got
the
4 viewers.
chat.
One of them has to be Chloe. 4 viewers.
Well,
We
one
got
of them's
Ronald. We
me.
got Robin. We got
One of
Ari.
them's
Oh,
me.
maybe one of them is you.
One of them.
Chloe, no!
Oh, okay. I'm typing Nintendo Party Game Cake. Maybe it'll tell me Cake Bash.
Okay.
Cake Bash. Have you ever played Cake Bash?
I have not played Cake Bash.
It is a really cute game. I like Cake Bash. It's got you can download a demo on your Switch.
I might
It
do
is
that.
20 it is $20 on Switch.
Okay.
It's a
What's the
four-player
gameplay
party
like?
game. It's like there's little mini games where like you roast marshmallows.
Yeah, let him in. Sorry, he's leaving for work.
Okay. The dog is all over your poster. But Cake Bash has like mini games where you cover yourself in sweets. You try to throw different fruit into a pie. You roast marshmallows. I liked Cake Bash. I think it's been. I know Ronald's gonna make fun of me, but I think it's been 5 years since we played it. Because I know we played it at one of the Christmases, and your father bought me, um, or maybe we played it at one of the Thanksgivings.
I don't remember it.
We played it at one of the times when everybody's home at Christmas or home
Yeah.
during a holiday, and we were playing. Or maybe it was before. Maybe it was when Isaac and Chloe both lived here the first time, and we were playing. We went through a period where we were playing games in the den, and we were playing Overcooked, but we didn't have enough controllers for three of us to play. And for Christmas, your father ended up buying me a Nintendo controller, an extra
Okay.
Nintendo controller. Um, One of those kinds that has,
That looks like an Xbox controller.
yeah, it has a little thing. You can either take the pieces off and put it on your Switch, or you can um, put a little. There's a little thing you can put in the middle so that you can just hold it as a controller if you have the switch up on the TV. So he bought me, but I used it that one Christmas when he bought it, and we were playing Overcooked again, and then I have not used it. That box has been sitting on my bedside table, and I feel like at least 3 Christmases has passed since he bought me that box.
Mm.
So it might have been even 5 Christmases ago that he bought it. But I took it out and charged the things. I need to charge my Switch too. That's another thing. I feel yay!
So I've got, you
Double
can't see
snap
because there's,
fundraiser.
yeah, it's super. There
Yay!
is super.
Oh, super.
But there's numbers going up here. I've got them written in pencil because I want to
Okay.
confirm the numbers with Michelle when I get there. But it's like I'm gonna bring the markers and we're gonna like fill up the spoon as we collect money. It looks okay.
Cool. Cool. Great job.
Thank you.
Great job.
I'm gonna put something in the soup, I think, and then I'm done with this poster. I am so sorry to keep doing this. I have to use the bathroom so bad. Please entertain the people for just another moment.
Of course, I will entertain the people. I will entertain the people. But yeah, if you have a Switch, Cake Bash, download the demo. The game itself is only $20. It's a fun party game, I think. I don't know if they do online multiplayer or not. I have no idea. Apparently, it's compatible with Switch too. I don't use my. I don't. The only thing that keeps me from feeling overly guilty about not using my Switch is that we did not pay full price for my Switch. Okay, my Switch came from a lost and found situation, so we did not pay full price for my Switch. So there's that. But I still feel like I don't know. I think if I had gotten, I've been wanting to Switch for years. I think if I had gotten a Switch before um, I got my current iPad, then I would use my Switch more. But also, I for some reason I had in my head there were all these because my algorithm at the time was filled with a bunch of cozy gamers that were talking about playing on Switch and the game's only available for Switch and stuff. But then I realized, I don't know why it didn't hit me before, but I remembered after we got the Switch that a lot of the games are way out of my budget. They're
Yep.
not cheap.
There
And
are
so,
some cheaper games on the Switch though. I always look at the
yeah,
like
I was about
indie
to say
games and stuff like that.
there are more cheaper games showing up. Like I said, with this Cake Bash is only $20. There are some cheaper games that are showing up, but for the most part, there's not a lot of games that I see that are interesting to me are like you said, $70 range, and I'm not spending that much.
Yep.
Ronald said he just
It's,
started doing some mobile gaming since he got a new phone. So what?
I knew
Candy
it.
Crush. Oh God, Ronald.
I thought you were better than this, Ronald.
Candy Crush and Candy Crush Soda. Oh no. I'm looking back at the comments. Didn't you just say that you got a new Samsung? Were you the one who said you got the Samsung? Yes, you got Samsung Galaxy 26. I don't know which one your father has. Your father has been a Samsung Galaxy
Yep.
stan, as it were. Um, your old S9 died, and so you jumped to the S26. Lord Jesus, sir, that's a jump. I mean, I went from my iPhone 4 to an iPhone 6, and now I've got an iPhone 12, which is still several. Because what number is the iPhone on now?
Who knows?
I'm
Who
about to look
even
it up.
knows? Okay, I think I'm done with the poster for real. I drew some little, probably, I drew it in pencil, so you definitely won't be able to see it. But I drew, oh, you can kind of see it. I drew some little coins to look like, I'm going to darken them once I get to the
Okay,
market.
so iPhone,
It's
as
falling.
of March, iPhone is on the 17, and I'm on the 12.
Jeez Louise.
And I just got the 12. It feels like a year ago. I think I just got the 12.
I think that was actually about a year ago.
Because this phone still feels new to me because I haven't scratched or beat up the case yet, so it still feels new to me. I think
Meanwhile,
it's
I
just
need
about
a new
time.
phone.
I think it's just about time for me to get a new iPad. Not that my iPad is. I thought you just got a phone.
I did.
Like,
This was, well, this was like a year ago, but this is
Yeah.
my case broke because it used to have a little ring here that I
So
could
you
stick my
need a
hand
phone
in.
case, not a phone. You need a
Well,
phone
I
case.
don't want to buy a new phone case for a phone that I'm going to be giving up soon because my phone also is like kind of dying. Because we don't buy expensive phones. Our phones are like $30 to
Yeah.
$50 because we are doing like the cheap boost phones. This one was more
Mhm.
pricey, but we had an upgrade in the book, so we were able to get both of these phones for, I think it was like $50 each when they're like
Mhm.
$100 phones. So I expected them to last longer, but it's like they are giving out. Maybe I'm too rough on my phones. Maybe I do too much. But no, you need phones in
Well,
this world. And why don't put that on me?
you
I'm not putting that on me.
you know you have that jinx, ma'am.
I have the technology jinx
You
is the problem.
you have the technology jinx. You know you do.
Literally, I was at work 2 days ago and I was checking out a woman and I scanned 2 items. I scanned the third item and the whole computer turned off. And I was like,
I am not
what?
surprised. You're like those people who used to be like, I can't wear a watch because I have metal in my body or something. That's you. You have
It's
that.
me.
You have that.
I was I was cursed by a witch as a child.
If a phone's gonna crack, you're gonna crack it. Meanwhile,
And I
I have
will.
dropped my phone. I dropped this phone face down the other day, and
Which
it
is
still ain't
crazy
cracked.
considering that's an iPhone, because iPhones break too hard if you breathe on them too hard.
I dropped my iPad out of my bed so hard that the case came off of it, and the screen face down. It dropped face down, and the case came off of it, and the screen still didn't crack.
I could drop my phone on a blanket and it would break. What do you mean? I am out of here. Let's see.
Ronald is
Robin
working on
says,
diamond paint.
and Robin says she's cursed too. See, you know, Robin, you know how it is.
And Ronald, I'm not ignoring you. I am going to recommend some better games to you. Just wait till I need to go sit down because you're on Android, so I need to see what games that I like that are also
That
on
also
Android.
are on Android, yeah. I'm trying to think of, do I play any
I'm
games?
with you, Ronald. I have never broken a phone. The only phone that I have owned that broke was Chloe had my phone. She was bringing my phone. I think she was bringing my phone to me, or I said that she could look at my phone to play a game or something. And she was walking down the stairs with it, and she dropped it, and the screen cracked. So she cracked my screen. That's the only cracked screen I have ever had on any of my devices.
Meanwhile, back when I was in college, I had a phone that got run over by a car, and I still had to use it for like 3 months until I could get a new phone. It had a screen
Because we
protector
ain't
on
got
it.
no
You could
money.
no. It had a screen protector on it, so all of the glass stayed intact and stayed where it was supposed to be, but it was rough. It was.
OtterBox used to be my favorite, Ronald. I had a turquoise OtterBox
I heard that their
for
quality's gone down.
for one of my phones. I can't remember which one it was. I don't think
I
it was
remember
one
though.
of my iOS. I don't think it was an iOS. I think it was what I had before the iOS. But
I remember that turquoise OtterBox though.
yeah. Yeah, that turquoise outer box. I had that for a long time because she was such a jinx with phones. And then with Chloe breaking one of my phones, and I know I'm a klutz. And especially these days, with the numbness in my fingers, I was convinced that I was going to drop a phone. I'm like, surely my children are all cracking their screens, and they must have inherited it from me because I broke my foot walking across a flat floor.
Which is
I broke
outrageous.
my I broke my fifth metatarsal, which the doctor told me was an injury that professional NBA players get. I do not play basketball. I was walking across a flat floor, and somehow I just stumbled and
They said,
broke
whoop.
my fifth metatarsal. How? So I thought sure I was gonna break a device because I break my body all the time. So I thought sure I was gonna break a device. Don't break any devices. I would trade breaking my devices for not breaking my body. That would be good.
I think
No,
it's
I
time
am
that we
Capricorn,
get
sir.
out of here.
I am a Capricorn, sir.
She's a Capricorn and I'm an Aquarius. We're in the age of Aquarius.
Uh,
Is that song not faster? That song is faster in my head. Is that song a ballad?
no, it's not. It's not a ballad. I was just singing the wrong tune.
Also, we in Wayne's D&D game, and then we do need to wrap up because I gotta get stuff together and go. But in
Yeah,
Wayne's
I need to
D&D
go
game
take a
right
nap.
now, his game is called The Age of Asmodeus because Asmodeus, the like devil lord, is taking over and stuff, and we're trying to deal with all that. But every time I see the name of it, I'm like, Age of Asmodeus. It makes me think of it every
You're so
time.
silly. So we are the final three: Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces.
Yup. Ooh, we got a Virgo in the house. We got a Virgo in the
house.
house.
Virgo.
And while we're talking about in the house, I have an Aries in my house. Wayne is an Aries.
And are you and your Aries saving up money for that van trip?
Trying to. Ari told me some of the numbers. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than last year, but it's a
Yeah,
better
because
van
of
than last
gas.
year. Because of
Yeah.
gas, and it's a
We're
better. Well,
doing.
not even the price of the gas. Because remember, the gas we paid after the fact once we got the gas numbers. This is just the upfront cost of the van.
Oh, okay.
It's a 12
But we're
seater.
we're getting a nicer van.
Yes, it's a nicer van. Hopefully the radio works on this one. So we're not using my busted speaker in the back of our car. But yeah, it's supposed to be a nicer one. Do we know if
Maybe we'll start a playlist without somebody so they don't overrun our playlist.
he and I are gonna have a conversation. Ari, get your mans. Tell him we about to have a conversation. There is a limit. He has a limit. And honestly, I'll make it a generous limit. He can do 50 songs. Because I think he put like 100 songs last time. He can do 50 songs. Maximum. And I'm going to go in and count. And every song after 50 is getting removed. We're gonna keep track. It was truly like Tyler song, Dani song, Tyler song, Artemis song, Tyler song, Ari song, Tyler song, truly. We should not have to set a song skip rule for the playlist when there's only like 8 people in the car. Also, Mother, do you know if Papa and his friends are going to want to ride or are they going to fly? I assumed that they were going to want to fly since
they're gonna fly. They're gonna fly.
That's what I thought, since they're
We're
airline
not
people.
giving them a choice. I need my
Okay,
comfort. I don't want strangers in my van.
thank you.
I don't want strangers in my van.
Thank you. I just saw a video before I
And
wrap up. I just saw
Daddy
a
didn't
video.
even give Aunt Connie a choice. He said
Is
something
Aunt
to the
Connie flying
effect,
too?
if you want to ride 15 hours in a van with all those kids,
Good,
but
good.
I
Make us sound
suggest
like hooligans. Make us sound like gangbangers. Aunt Connie can fly in a plane. I love Aunt Connie, and I will hang out with her once we're on the boat. But Aunt Connie can.
it'll be more comfortable for her to be in a plane anyway, because she doesn't
Yeah.
have because she's a tiny little thing. She doesn't have the issues with us of our knees banging up in the seat and all that kind of stuff. She'll be better in a plane.
Also, I think if she heard any of Tyler's playlist, she might pass away on the spot.
Oh, Ronald had to pay $17,000 for that heat pump.
I forgot,
Oh,
Ronald. Oh
Ronald,
no.
you gonna be eating ramen for the next
Right?
month?
You better tell Ronald your good pho recipe so he can have something good.
Really, eating ramen till Christmas?
Okay, we are getting out of here because I gotta go to the market. Everyone, you know what YouTube is. You know how YouTube works. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, hype if we get it. Maybe can we get hypes? I don't know what you have to do to get a hype, but if you see the option to hype
I
us,
forget what the requirement is for a hype, but whenever somebody I'm watching, I think you have to have over a certain number of subscribers, but under a certain number of subscribers. So it
okay.
has to be like in a
So we're
sweet
probably still
spot.
in that. We're probably still way under that first number. So actually, I'm gonna do a call to order to all of the three people that we have here. Tell people to watch our stream. I tell people all the time, Ronald, go get Paris, hit him upside the head, and turn the TV on in front of him. Go get your
Yeah, I think
friends.
it only works. I think the hype only works on mobile too.
I
Yeah.
only ever watch YouTube on mobile. So, but everybody, get
I
your
don't even
friends,
watch YouTube on my TV. What are you talking about?
get your friends, get your neighbors, go to your congregation, and tell every single one of them to tune into our stream on Wednesdays. Maybe we can get some hype. Never watch on mobile. Bruh. That's why my laptop is always dead, because I bust out my laptop to watch like maybe two videos. Like I watch these stuff on my laptop a little bit, and then I don't feel like going to get my charger, and so then I go back to watching it on my phone. I watch truly even worse. I will have my YouTube video. I'll do split screen and have my YouTube video at the top of my phone and my crochet pattern at the bottom of my phone. So I'm watching it on an even tinier screen,
Oh no, no.
because that's how I live my life.
I watch it on the television.
Also, everyone congratulate this boy for going through getting neutered and surviving and everything being good. We thought he was going to be infected, but he's okay.
Oh, so he didn't have an infection? I thought he had an infection.
They said it looked like the beginnings of infection, so they flushed it with antibiotics just to be safe. The real issue was, are we ready for some nasty medical talk? The real issue is that, so when they neuter a dog, they remove the testicles from the scrotum, but one of his testicles was stuck to the side of his scrotum, so they had to like cut it out, and that extra trauma is what was making his incision site look all red and gross. So usually they'll remove the testicles and leave a drain hole, but his drain hole was not closing up the way that it's supposed to, and so they went in, flushed it with antibiotics, and then closed up his drain hole so that the whole thing would like close up the way it's supposed to. And I have so many pictures of this boy's crotch on my phone, because I had to slide my phone under his crotch and take a picture to look so we could send it to the vet, and so that we could make sure that it wasn't like swelling and filling with fluid. But he's good now.
I'm sure you deleted those from your Google photos.
I should. But right now, every time I scroll through my phone to look up a picture, the first like 89 photos are of this boy's crotch.
Yeah, you need to delete those.
I do. You got anything to say, No Balls? No? Anything to say to the people?
So we'll talk about your nostalgia next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about the nostalgia stuff next week. In the meantime, tell everybody to watch our stream. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. We're out of here.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye. End it.